Good afternoon all. Welcome to the lecture of discrete mathematical structure. Okay. So in last lecture we have seen what are the sets and some types of sets. Okay. Now screen is visible. Okay. Thank you. See what is an Venn-Euler diagram. Venn-Euler diagram. Okay. So we have to see what is an Venn-Euler diagram. Okay. We often use pictures or diagrams in mathematics. In mathematics, mathematics to help in our thinking. Okay, our thinking. The pictorial, the pictorial representation of sets, pictorial representation of sets is also possible. Is also possible. These pictures consist of, or this diagram consists of rectangles and circles. Circles. The combination of rectangle and circle, of rectangles and circles is called Venn-Euler diagram. Venn-Euler diagram, or simply a Venn diagram. Venn diagram. Okay. So the pictorial representation of the combination, rectangles and circle is nothing but the Venn-Euler diagram. For example, suppose there is one universal set U, and we have to say that A is any subset of B. If suppose this will be our universal set U, and A is any subset of U, then we can represent this one as a in this form, that is in picture form, that is in diagrammatic form, as A is a subset of U. Then we can write here A. First we will take the universal set U, and then A is any subset of U. In this way we can represent the sets by using the diagrams also. Okay, now depending on this definition of Venn-Euler diagram, we will define some new concept, which are union of sets, intersection of set, difference of any two sets, complement of a set. Okay, see first one, union of sets. Union of sets. That is, if we have two or more than two sets, then how will you define the union of these two sets? Okay. Now let A and B be any two sets. Let A and B be any two sets. Then the union of A and B is the set of all elements which are in set A or in set B. Okay, and the union of A and B is denoted by denoted by this symbol, that is A union. Okay, so suppose we have two sets A and B, then union of these two sets A and B is nothing but, that is, it is again a set. Union of two sets is again a set, and it consists of all those elements which are either belonging to set A or set belonging to set B. Okay, there is no condition that each element is belonging to both A and B. If it is element of A and it is not an element of B, then also it is present in union. Similarly, if it is element of B but not in A, then again it is present in A union B. And if it is present in both A and B, then also it is present in A union B. Therefore, the union of two sets A and B is nothing but, it is the collection of all the elements which are belonging to A and B. Okay. Symbolically, we can denote A union B as, symbolically, A union B is nothing but, it contains all the elements X such that either X is belonging to A or X is belonging to B. Okay, so A union B is nothing but, it is collection of all those elements X such that this X is either in A or in B. If it is belongs to both A and B, then also it is present in A union B, and if it is present in one of the A and B, then it is again present in A union B. For example, let us see first one. Let capital A equal to ABCD and B equal to FBDG. Okay, these are the two sets having element ABCD and FBDG. Then A union B is nothing but, from this definition, A union B contains all those elements which are either belonging to A or belonging to B. As here A is an element which is belonging to A, therefore it is an element of A union B. Similarly, B is an element of both A and B, therefore it is again an element of A union B. C is element of A only, then also it is present in A union B. D is belonging to both A and B. F and G are belonging to B, therefore they are present in A union B. Therefore, if A equal to ABCD and B equal to FBDG, then A union B is nothing but ABCD and FG. Okay, so in this way we can find out the union of two or more than two sets. Let us see its diagrammatic representation. Suppose this one is the universal set U. If it is universal set U and A and B are any two subsets of U, suppose somewhere is A and somewhere is B. Okay, suppose this one is the set A and this one is the set B. Now we have to find out the A union B. Okay, that is those elements which are belonging to either A or B. Okay, so A union B is nothing but this set, all the elements which are belonging to this set. The region which is shaded by blue lines is nothing but A union B, that is this part, A union B. Okay, now this is the union of two sets. Now we have to define the intersection of two sets. Second one, intersection of two sets. Okay, now define, let A and B be any two sets. Let A and B be two sets. The intersection of A and B is the set of elements which are in both A and B. A and B. We denote the intersection of A and B by this symbol, A intersection Okay, so if we have two sets A and B, then the intersection of these two sets A and B is again a set, and it contains the elements which are present in both A and B. That is, it contains the elements which are members of both A and B. Then only they are belonging to its intersection. Otherwise, they are not possible. Okay, so symbolically it can be expressed as symbolically. It can be written as A intersection B contains all those elements X which are present in both A and B. Okay, and those elements which are belonging to one of these sets, suppose there is one element Y which is belonging to A but which is not a member of B, then it is not a member of A intersection B. Since A intersection B contains only those elements which are members of both A and B, if the element is belonging to only one set, that is either A or B, then it is not present in the intersection. For example, if we have taken capital A as 1378 and capital B as 2, 4, 9 and 11. Okay, now here if we find out A intersection B, then there is no element common in between these two sets A and B. Here A elements in A are 1, 3, 7, 8, but none of these four elements is belonging to B. Similarly, B contains four elements 2, 4, 9, 11, and none of these elements is belonging to A. Therefore, A intersection B contains there is no element. As there is no element, it means it is a null set, and a null set is denoted by phi. Okay, so if A and B are any two disjoint set, then its intersection will be empty. Similarly, if A equal to ABCD and B equal to FBDG, then intersection of A and B contains only those elements which are members of both A and B. Here A is a member of capital A but which is not belonging to capital B. B is an element which is belonging to both A and B, therefore B is present in intersection. C is an element which is member of A but which is not a member of set B, therefore C is not a member of A intersection B. Again, D is an element which is belonging to both the sets A and B, therefore D is its a member. Now F is a member of set B but which is not present in set A, so it is not a member of A intersection B. Similarly, G is a member of B but which is not a member of A, then it is again not in the intersection. Therefore, intersection of A and B contains only two elements which are B and D, since they are belonging to both the sets A and B. So in this way we can find out the intersection of any two sets. There is one note: two sets are disjoint take two sets A and B. Two sets A and B are disjoint. Sets A and B are disjoint if and only if A intersection B is equal to phi. A intersection B equal to phi, it means there is no common element belonging to these two sets. Okay, so if there is no common element belonging to these two sets, then by the definition of disjoint set, the corresponding sets are disjoint sets. And if A and B are two disjoint sets, then by definition of disjoint set, there is no common element belonging to these two sets A and B. And if there is no common element belonging to the two sets A and B, then intersection contains no element. No element means it is an empty set, and empty set is denoted by phi. Therefore, this will be an if and only if statement. If two sets are disjoint, then its intersection must be phi, and if intersection of two sets is phi, then the set must be disjoint. Okay. Any doubt? Okay, okay. Okay. First one, what is the union of set? If suppose we have two sets A and B, then union of two sets A and B contains only those elements which are belonging to either in set A or in set B. Okay, and if both are एक तर A मधून पाहिजे किंवा B मधून पाहिजे, जर दोघांमध्ये असेल तर काही प्रॉब्लेमच नाही, दोघांमध्ये असेल तर ते ऑब्व्हियसली युनियन मध्ये असतील. जर एकामध्ये जरी असेल, एक तर ए मध्ये असतील किंवा बी मध्ये जर असतील तर ते युनियन मध्ये आले पाहिजे. म्हणजे जर माझ्याकडे ए आणि बी हे जर दोन सेट असतील तर ए युनियन बी मध्ये म्हणजे असे एलिमेंट मिळतील जे की एकतर ए मध्ये असतील किंवा बी मध्ये असतील. जर दोन्ही मध्ये असेल तर चांगलीच गोष्ट आहे, पण जर दोन्ही मध्ये जरी नसतील पण एकाच जरी असतील तर ते युनियन मध्ये येतील. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, हिअर वी हॅव टेकन ए इज अ सेट which contains four elements A, B, C, and D, and B contains the elements F, B, D, G. Okay, now B and D are the two elements which are present in both the sets A and B. Therefore, they must be belonging to A union B. Now, here in set A, there are two elements A and C, which are members of set A, but they are not in B. But by the definition of union of two sets, it contains the elements which are either in set A or in set B. As A and C are members of A, then they must be belonging to A union B. Therefore, we have taken A and B in the union. Sorry, A and C in the union. Similarly, F and G are the two elements which are not in A, but they are members of B. Therefore, by definition of union, F and G are again the members of A union B. Therefore, there are 6 elements in A union B. That is ऍक्च्युअली काय करायचं, ए आणि बी जर माझ्याकडे दोन सेट असतील तर ए युनियन बी मध्ये माझे असे एलिमेंट येतील जे की दोन्ही एलिमेंट मध्ये प्रेझेंट असतील. जर समजा बी हा एलिमेंट दोन्ही मध्ये आहे, ए मध्ये आहे बी मध्ये तर त्याला दोन वेळा घ्यायचं नाही, कारण डेफिनेशन सेट इज नथिंग बट इट इज अ वेल डिफाइंड कलेक्शन ऑफ डिस्टिंक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. म्हणजे डिस्टिंक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट म्हणजे तुम्ही एक एलिमेंट एकदाच घेऊ शकता. जर ए मध्येही बी आहे बी मध्येही बी आहे तर आपण दोघांमध्ये मिळून एकदाच घ्यायचा. ए युनियन बी मध्ये बी हा एकदाच येईल. सिमिलरली डी इज प्रेझेंट इन बोथ द सेट्स ए अँड बी. देअरफॉर वी हॅव टू टेक डी वन टाइम्स इन ए युनियन बी. सिन्स if we take D two times, then it contradicts to the definition of set, since set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects. Therefore, A union B contains the elements which are belonging to either in set A or in set B. Okay. So, the diagrammatic representation of union of two sets is nothing but universal set. What is universal set? If we consider one set to be a universal set, if all the subsets under consideration are the subset of that U, then we say that U is a universal set. As here we have considered U is a universal set and A and B are any two sets, then they must be subsets of U by the definition of universal set. Therefore, A and B are the two sets which are subsets of U. Therefore, here we have taken A and B which are subset of U. If A and B have some elements common, then this will be the diagrammatic representation. If A and B has no element common, then the diagrammatic representation of such type of set is nothing but here somewhere is our U, A, and here somewhere is B. Okay. If elements as here B and D are the elements which are common in A and B, since in that case we have to use such type of diagrammatic representation. And if suppose A equal to 1 3 7 8 and B equal to 2 4 9 11, these are the two sets having no element common. Therefore, diagrammatic representation of such set is in this way. That is, here is the set A, set B, and its union is nothing but all the elements which are belonging to A and the elements which are belonging to set B. So this will be the horizontal lines in the shaded region. The shaded region is nothing but the union of these two sets. Okay. Well, kind out.
नो सर.
ओके. फास्ट होत असेल तर सांगा. ती तुम्ही टेक्स्टला केलं तर ते दिसत नाही मला, लेक्चर संपल्यानंतर दिसणार आहे. जेव्हा तुम्हाला फास्ट वाटेल तेव्हा विचारायचं. ठीक आहे. Intersection of two sets. If suppose we have two sets, then intersection of two set is nothing but it contains all those elements which are present in both A and B. युनियन मध्ये काय करत होतो आपण, दोन जर सेट असतील तर युनियन मध्ये असे एलिमेंट होत होते जे की एकतर ए मध्ये असतील किंवा बी मध्ये असतील. दोघांमध्ये असेल तर चालेलच, पण दोघांमध्ये नसेल आणखीन एकातच जर प्रेझेंट असतील तरी आपण युनियन मध्ये घेत होतो. पण इंटरसेक्शन मध्ये फक्त असेच एलिमेंट येतील जे की दोघांमध्ये कॉमन आहेत, ते एलिमेंट मी फक्त इंटरसेक्शन मध्ये घेणार आहे. ठीक आहे. So A intersection B is nothing but it contains all such years which are belonging to both A and B. Okay. Suppose we have taken A as 1 3 7 8 and B as 2 4 9 11. These two set contains no element common, since 1 3 7 8 and 2 4 9 11 both are the disjoints. Therefore, A intersection B contains no element. No element means it is an empty set. Since A intersection B is also an set, but there is no element in that set, therefore it is a empty set. And second example, if we have taken A equal to ABCD and B equal to FBDG, then by the definition of A intersection B intersection of these two set contains only those elements which are present in both A and B, and there are only two elements which are B and D which are belonging to the both the sets A and B. Therefore, A intersection B contains only two elements B and D. Since A and C are the elements which are present in only A, and F and G are elements which are present in B only. Therefore, they are not belonging to its intersection. Okay. So in this way, we can find out the intersection of any two sets or more than two sets. So any two sets A and B are said to be disjoint. They are said to be disjoint if its intersection will be equal to 5. Intersection equal to 5 means there is no common element between these two sets, and which then by the definition of disjoint sets, the corresponding set will be disjoint set. And if A intersection be equal to 5, that is there is no element common between any two sets, then the corresponding sets must be disjoint. Therefore, this will be an if and only if statement. If suppose its diagrammatic representation will be this will be an universal set U, and somewhere this one is A and this one is B. This will be a case in which there is no common element in between A and B. Since here A and B are two disjoint sets, this will be the elements of A and this will be the elements of B. Therefore, there is no common element in between A and B, then A intersection B equal to 5 in that case. And if suppose there are some elements which are common in A and B, then its representation will be, this will be universal set U, and if suppose this one is the set A and this one is the set B. Okay. So this one is set A and this one is set B. Now we have to find out the A intersection B. A intersection B means we have to take only those elements which are common in between the two sets. These are the only elements, that is the region shaded by the green lines. Okay. So these are the only elements which are common in both A and B. Then by the definition of intersection of two sets, this shaded portion is nothing but A intersection B. Okay. ए आणि बी जर माझ्याकडे कोणतेही जर दोन सेट असतील तर ए इंटरसेक्शन बी मध्ये फक्त असे एलिमेंट येतील जे की ए आणि बी मध्ये दोघांमध्येही प्रेझेंट असतील. जर माझा यू हा युनिव्हर्सल सेट असेल, आणखीन ए आणि बी हे कोणतेही दोन जर सेट असतील, तर ए इंटरसेक्शन बी मध्ये जर माझ्याकडे काही एलिमेंट कॉमन असतील तर त्याचं डायग्रामॅटिक रिप्रेझेंटेशन असं येईल. आणि इथे कॉमन रिजन कोणता आहे? फक्त हा इतका रिजनच आहे जो कॉमन आहे ए आणि बी मध्ये. म्हणजे हे सर्व एलिमेंट येतील माझे ए इंटरसेक्शन बी मध्ये. ठीक आहे. आणखी नाही समजलं नाही. समजलं का? Now, third one, difference of two sets. Difference of sets. Okay. Sets definition. Let capital A and capital B be two sets. Two sets. The difference of A and B is the set of elements which consist of elements of A but they does not belonging to B. Belonging to or belongs to B. The difference of two set is denoted by two set A and B is denoted by this symbol or A minus B. Okay, so these are the two notations for the difference of two sets. Okay, now if suppose we have two sets A and B, then what is the difference of A and B? It contains all those elements which are belonging to A, but they are not the member of B. म्हणजे जर माझ्याकडे A आणखी B जर दोन जर सेट असतील तर A मायनस B मध्ये माझ्याकडे कोणते एलिमेंट येतील जे की A मध्ये प्रेझेंट असतील पण B मध्ये नसतील. ते एलिमेंट माझे फक्त A मायनस B मध्ये असतील, बाकीचे दुसरे एलिमेंट कोणतेही येणार नाही. ओके, सिम्बॉलिकली इट कॅन बी रिटन ॲज it can be written as that is A minus B, or this symbol is nothing but it contains all X such that they are belonging to A, that is they are members of A but they are not members of B. These sets are only, these elements are belonging to A minus B only. For example, first one, if capital A is small ABCD and capital B equal to FBDG. These are the two sets, and if we have to find out the A minus B, which implies A minus B, by definition A minus B contains only those elements which are present in A but they are not in B. Now here A is an element which is present in A and A is not a member of capital B, then A is present in A minus B. Now B is an element which is present in B, A, but B is also present in B, then B is not a member of A minus B, since A minus B contains only those elements which are belonging to A but they are not belonging to B. As here B is belonging to capital B also, therefore it is not a member of A minus B. Now C is an element which is belonging to A but which is not a member of B, which implies C is belonging to A minus B. But D is an element which is belonging to both the sets A and B, therefore it is not an element of A minus B, since A minus B is the collection of all those elements which are present in set A only but they are not in B. Okay, so A minus B is nothing but A comma C. Similarly, B minus A. In B minus A, we have to take all those elements which are present in B but they are not present in A. Now F is an element which is present in B but F is not a member of A, then F is present in B minus A. B and D are the elements which are present in both the sets B and A, therefore B and A are not the members of B minus A. Now G is an element which is present in B but which is not a member of A, therefore G is a member of B minus A. Therefore in this way we can find out A minus B and B minus A. Now whether A minus B and B minus A are equal, A minus B and B minus A equal आहेत का?
No.
Yes, two sets are said to be equal if they contain same number of elements and the corresponding elements will be same. That is, if A and B are two sets, it contains 1 2 3 4 and second set contains 2 3 4 1, then these two sets are same since it contains the elements 1 2 3 4 and second set also contains 1 2 3 4. But here the members of A minus B are A and C and the members of B minus A are F and G. A is not equal to F and A is not equal to G. Similarly, C is not equal to F and C is not equal to G. Therefore, these elements are different, which implies A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Okay. In some cases, it is possible A minus B equal to B minus A, but always not true. Okay. See its diagrammatic representation. If this will be an universal set U, and here somewhere is a set A and here somewhere is a set B, then A minus B contains all those elements which are belonging to both which are belonging to A but they are not a members of B. But here we have taken A and B are two disjoint sets, that is there is no element common in between A and B, therefore A minus B contains all the elements of A. Since here there is no element in common in between the sets A and B, therefore we have to take all those elements which are belonging to A but they are not is belonging to B. But as there is no common element, then it contains all the elements of A. Therefore A minus B is nothing but A. But in case if suppose there are some elements common in between the two sets A and B, okay, so this will be a set, and here is somewhere A and here is somewhere B. This will be U, this one is A and this one is B. So we will draw it once again. Suppose this one is the set A and this one is the set B. This is A, this is B. Now we have to find out the A minus B. This will be a portion. Okay, now in this case A minus B equal to A minus B contains all those elements which are belonging to A but they are not in B. So the area shaded by the red lines is the elements which are belonging to both A and B. Therefore these members are not belonging to A minus B, since A minus B contains only those elements which are present in A but they are not in B. But the portion or the region shaded by the red line is an region which contains the elements which are both common in A and B. Therefore these elements are not belonging to A minus B. So A minus B contains all those elements which are shaded by the region of black lines, that is this region will be a region which is A minus B. Since here we have removed all those elements which are present in both A and B, that is the area shaded by the region shaded by red lines. Okay, similarly B minus A contains all those elements which are shaded by blue lines. By black lines it is A minus B and by blue lines it is B minus A. Since here we have removed all those elements which are present in both A and B. Okay, जर माझ्याकडे A आणि B जर दोन सेट असतील आणखी त्यामध्ये काही जर कॉमन एलिमेंट असतील, म्हणजे जी लाल रेषांनी जे आपण डिनोट केलंय ते काय आहेत, माझे असे एलिमेंट आहेत जे की प्रेझेंट आहेत दोन्ही मध्ये, ए मध्ये आणि बी मध्ये. म्हणजे ते दोघं मध्येही येणार नाहीत, ए मायनस बी मध्ये येणार नाहीत, बी मायनस ए मध्ये येणार आहेत. कारण ए मायनस बी मध्ये फक्त असे एलिमेंट येतील जे की ए मध्ये असले पाहिजेत पण बी मध्ये नको, आणि बी मायनस ए मध्ये फक्त असे एलिमेंट येतील जे बी मध्ये असले पाहिजेत पण ए मध्ये नको. मग फक्त ए मायनस बी मध्ये काय येईल, हा ब्लॅक लाईननी शेड केलेला रिजन येईल. म्हणजे यामध्ये फक्त ए चे एलिमेंट आहेत, बीच्या एकही नाही. आणि बी मायनस ए मध्ये काय येईल, ब्ल्यू लाईननं शेडेड केलेला रिजन येईल. यामध्ये फक्त बी चे एलिमेंट आहेत, ए चा एकही एलिमेंट त्यात नाही. म्हणजे ए मायनस बी आणि बी मायनस ए वी कॅन फाइंड आउट इन दिस वे. ओके, एनी डाऊट? कोणाला काही डाऊट आहे का? Now complement of a set. Complement of a set. Okay. Sets definition. Let capital A be any set. Then the complement of A with respect to the universal set U, respect to the universal set U is the difference of sets U and A. Okay, so if we have any set A, then its complement is nothing but the difference of the two sets U and A, and the complement of set A mean of A with respect to universal set U is denoted by that is complement of A is denoted by these two symbols, A dash or A to the power small c. Okay, these are the two symbols which can be used to denote the complement of any set A. Actually, if suppose we have one set A, then what is its complement? Its complement is nothing but, as it is a set, then it must be a subset of its universal set. Then if we find out U minus A, the region U minus A is nothing but the complement of that set A. Okay, so see its diagram. First, we will symbolically, it can be written as symbolically A dash equal to A complement, which is equal to, it contains all those elements here which are belonging to U, but they are not belonging to A. Since complement of set A is nothing but it is the difference of the two sets U and A. As difference of two sets, then by definition of difference of two sets U, A and B, A minus B is nothing but it contains all the elements of A, but they are not the members of B. Now here we have to take the difference of U and A. Then U minus A contains all those elements which are members of U, but they are not the members of A. Okay. So its diagrammatic representation is nothing but, if this will be an universal set U, here is U, and suppose somewhere is our A. This will be a set A, and we have to find out its complement. Then by definition of complement of this set A is nothing but it contains all those elements which are members of U, but they are not members of A. It means these elements are not belonging to A complement. Therefore, the remaining area which is shaded by these green lines is nothing but the complement of set A. Okay. So this region is nothing but A complement. This is the region A complement. Since by definition A complement is nothing but difference of two sets U and A, so this region will be, we have to remove, that is the A from U, and the remaining portion is nothing but the U minus A, that is A complement. Okay. For example, let capital N equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on be the set of natural numbers. The set of natural numbers, and E be a set which contains the elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and up to so on. Sorry, take this one as A. Okay, so here N be a set which is set of natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on with the set of natural numbers, and here we have taken A as a set which contains 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. That is all the odd integers are odd numbers which are belonging to A, and N is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on. Therefore, here A must be a subset of N. Here take this N as a universal set. Okay, so as A is the collection of all the odd integers and they are members of N also, therefore A must be a subset of N, which is from the definition of subset. So here A is a subset of N and N is the considered universal set. Now if we have to find out its complement, then complement of this set contains all the even numbers. Okay, since A contains only odd integers which are belonging to N, then its complement is nothing but 2, 4, 6 and up to so on. Since if we take the union of A union A complement, then we get 1, 2, 1 3 5 7 and up to so on, union 2 4 6 8, and combining these two we get 1 2 3 4 5 and so on. That is, we get the set of natural numbers. Therefore, if n is the set of natural numbers and capital A be a set which contains all the odd integers, then its complement contains all the even numbers. Since A is a subset of n, therefore it contains both the odd and even positive integers. As A contains all the odd positive integers, then A complement must be contains all the even positive integers. Having union is nothing but capital N. Okay. Now the next and last type, which is the symmetric difference of two sets. Symmetric difference of two sets. Okay, set definition. Let A and B be any two sets. Any two sets. The set A minus B union B minus A is called symmetric difference of two sets A and B. Symmetric difference of sets A and B, and is denoted by A with this symbol B or A with this symbol. Okay, suppose we have two sets A and B, then symmetric difference of these two sets A and B is nothing but A minus B union B union, A minus B union B minus A. That is the difference of two sets A and B union the difference of symmetric difference B. That is A plus B or asymmetric difference B is nothing but A minus B union B minus A, and which is the symmetric difference if this one is the universal set U and this one is the set A and this one is the set B. A B. Okay, now if we find out A minus B, A minus B, A minus B contains all those elements which are belonging to A but they are not members of B. But as here A and B are two disjoint sets, then it contains all the elements of A. Since A minus B contains all the elements of A which are not in B, but there is no element common in between these two sets, then A minus B contains all the elements of A, and B minus A contains all the elements of B. Since there is no common element in between B and A, therefore B minus A is nothing but B only. Okay, this is for different disjoint sets A and B. Then for this case, asymmetric difference B, that is which is also denoted by this symbol, is nothing but A minus B union B minus A, and which is equal to A minus B is A union B minus A is B. This is for the case whenever our two sets A and B are disjoint set. If suppose there are some common elements in between the two sets A and B, suppose that case. This is an set A and this will be an set B. A, B. Okay. Now we have to find out symmetric difference. A, B. This common part is nothing but A intersection B. This part is nothing but A intersection B, since it contains all the elements which are present in both A and B. Now, A minus B. First, we will denote the A minus B. The region which is shaded by the red lines is nothing but A minus B, since it contains all the elements which are present in A, but they are not in B. Okay. Similarly, B minus E. The region shaded by red lines, again it is nothing but the B minus E. Okay, since it contains all the elements of B which are not belonging to A. Therefore, here we get A minus B and B minus A. Therefore, A symmetric difference B is nothing but this region, that is the region shaded by the red lines, is nothing but A minus B uni. This will be A minus B, and this region will be B minus A, and having union is nothing but A minus B union B minus E is nothing but the symmetric difference of the two sets A and B. Okay, that is the region which is shaded by the red lines is nothing but the symmetric difference of two sets A and B whenever there are some common elements in between the two sets A and B. So in this way we can find out the symmetric difference of any two sets. Okay. कोणाला काही डाऊट? Thank you.